Hi everyone. In this video, you are going to learn about slow shuffles. Now the shuffle is the most basic of tap combinations. It's comprised of two brushes, a brush going forward and a brush going back. But I don't want you to think about the back brush as being a brush going back. I'd rather you think about it as a brush going up. You want to think about lifting your knee on those backward brushes. This will give you the proper technique to really learn how to do a proper shuffle. Shuffles are very basic in concept, but can take some time to really master. Now a brush is when only the toe hits the floor. So you're brushing forward with the toe striking the floor, brushing back and up with the toe striking the floor again. So you have two sounds for every shuffle. It's going to be very important that you work on not bringing the foot behind the leg you're standing on. Let me say that again. Do not bring the foot behind the leg you're standing on. The foot that is doing the shuffle should stay in front of the leg you're standing on. So often I see beginners basically swing the bottom of their leg from the knee. And first of all, that's too much work for your knee. You don't need to work that hard. And it's also just not proper technique. You're not going to get a nice sound as well. So think about brushing forward and then lifting that knee up on that second brush. We are going to be working on one leg quite a bit as you work on your shuffles. So if you have some balance issues, I recommend getting a chair or standing next to a counter, something where you can place your hand on an object to help you balance. It's more important that you work on the technique of the shuffle rather than trying to stand on one leg. That's not what this is about. So, are you ready? Let's get started. The next thing we're going to learn is something called a shuffle. A shuffle, by definition, is a brush followed by a second brush. And when I say brush, I mean you're going to brush the foot, just the toes of the foot, against the floor. So you would go brush, 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 shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. Now a lot of people will tell you that a basic shuffle is a brush going forward followed by a brush coming back. And technically that's correct, but I find that beginners have a tendency when you tell them that to go brush, brush, and swing from the knee and cross the foot way behind. And that is not what a shuffle is. You want to keep your shuffle, when you're doing what's called a front shuffle, you want to keep it in front of the foot you're standing on. And you almost want to think of it as a forward brush followed by a back brush where the knee is lifted up so that it doesn't cross behind and you're lifting that knee. Okay, I'm going to turn around and do some with the left foot also. So you go brush, 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 brush. Now, for the next couple of exercises, we're going to be doing a lot of things where we're standing on one foot. If you need to get a chair or stand next to a kitchen counter or something that you can just place a hand on to help you with your balance, that's fine. This is a tap dance class, not a balancing class. So it's okay if you're finding the balance is difficult. That it is for a lot of people. So you want to hang on to something and focus more on what your foot is doing rather than trying to balance. And also you're in tap shoes, which can make balance a little tricky also. What I recommend is when you first start out, hang on only as much as you need to, and then gradually as you keep practicing your tapping, work on trying to lighten up your grip. So don't grab really hard onto the chair or whatever you're holding on to. Just kind of place your hand on it, and then little by little try to see if you can take your hand off. And that will help with your balance. Also, you also want to always keep your knees bent. There really are no straight legs very much in tap dance. It's always going to be with a soft bent knee, especially if you're standing on one leg. And when you're doing a shuffle, if you get your knee tight and straight, it's harder to hit the floor because you're that much further away. Whereas if you bend the knee, you're closer to the floor and it's going to be easier to make that brushing sound. Whereas if you're up here, you got to really kind of reach for the floor then, and that's much harder. So keep your knees bent. You also want to think about tightening up through your core. I had a teacher that used to say, contemplate your navel. And when she said that to you, you knew that she meant you need to tighten your core, that you're too relaxed in through your midsection. So if you keep everything tight in there, that will help. And also if you think about elongating your spine and trying to keep your back nice and straight and your neck nice and long, that will help your balance also. But again, this is not about balancing, this is about tap dancing. So hang on to something if you need to. And let's do some shuffles with that right foot. We're going to do 7 and then we'll step, and then we'll do 7 with the left foot. So you're going to go 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and step. Left, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and step. Okay, so that is your basic front shuffles. Now shuffles can happen in a lot of different directions. They're not just always forward and back. We are going to also learn side shuffles today. And when I say side shuffles, it means that you're taking your leg out to the side. You're still going in sort of a forward back motion. You're keeping it kind of tiny. And you're trying to hit the area of the tap by the big toe. You're not trying to put the foot flat on the floor. You're just trying to hit the corner. And you go this way. And then on the left foot, same thing. The leg comes out to the side, and you're going to brush forward and back. You want to think about trying to use that ankle a little bit, because the ankle really is kind of bending and straightening while you're doing this. One thing to watch out for, very often when I'm teaching class and I say, let's do our side shuffles, I see people do this. And that is not correct. That is a shuffle turned out to the side, and that's not what we do in this class. You want to keep it, you're going to have a little diagonal maybe, but you're not going to turn it way out. You're just going to kind of hit it here. There. Okay, so let's do 7 side shuffles, step on 8. 7 side shuffles with the left foot, step on 8. So you have 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and step. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and step. Okay. Now, for the little shuffle exercise we're going to be doing in class that we'll do every week, you are going to do 7 with the right foot to the front, step on 8. 7 with the left foot to the front, step on 8. 7 to the side with the right foot, step on 8. 7 to the side with the left foot, step on 8. And then you'll do it all again. So there'll be 2 sets. So let's practice that. So you have 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and step. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and step to the side. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and step. Other side. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Do it again. We go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and step. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and step to the side. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and step. Other side. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and step. So you're doing 2 complete sets. You're doing 7 shuffles with the right foot, step on 8, 7 left, step on 8, 7 out to the side with the right foot, step on 8, 7 out to the side with the left foot, step on 8. So here we go. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and step to the side. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and step other side. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Go again. We go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and step. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and step to the side. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and step other side. 2, 3, 4,